welcome to ARTlapse, a series where I share a time lapse of my art and we talk all about creativity, because the artist behind the art is even more important than the art itself. For today's topic, we have how to improve your art, which is a very big and very important question for every creative on their journey, because an aspect of creativity is maintaining that flow of fun and passion and play. And in order to do that, we have to get curious and experiment and try new things. And when we try new things, we more than likely will want to improve upon them. And the short answer to improving your art is just create. So if you're an illustrator, just draw. If you're a writer, just write. Just do the craft in whatever you want to create. You must create to be the artist. And now I know you're going, duh. So I'm going to run through a bunch of different exercises and ways to challenge yourself on challenging and creating an environment where growth is the outcome. Because you see, the universe likes to challenge us with opportunities for us to be the person that we say we are. So if we say we're an artist, we're going to face challenges and obstacles and tests that the universe provides us that is going to challenge that statement so that we can solidify by acting as if we are that artist, you see. If you're an artist, the only requirement is to create. Now, I know with the daily life struggles and social life and social media and all of these different responsibilities we have, that we can be taken out of this flow and energy. That's okay. Be gentle with yourself. Return to the canvas or whatever your medium is. And the only thing that matters is that you pick yourself back up when you can, you dust yourself off, and you get back on your creation journey. You don't need to constantly be creating to be an artist. You are allowed periods of rest, and this is an important part of the creation process, as we have discussed in other art lapses. So if that is an interest to you, go ahead and check those previous videos out. Now on to the list. Number 1, set goals for yourself. If you're an illustrator, challenge yourself to do a daily art doodle, or 365 drawings in 365 days. Create every day if you can, even if it's something little and small. That way you can keep your muscles strong and you can keep your passions thriving. Number 2, study. If you don't know how to draw it, study it. And this goes into any medium as well. Practice figure drawing, study life, research, create boards on Pinterest of reference images that inspire you, and more. Train your eye to dissect your drawings. These are the type of technical tools and skill sets that you're going to want to navigate through and learn to help you to be able to channel your inspirations in a way that satisfies you. Number 3, pick up some art books on what you want to learn. So some art books that I recommend are any book on comics by Scott McCloud. He's an absolute wonderful teacher on that. The Animator's Survival Kit for animation. Dream Worlds for production design. Framed Ink for any sort of visual storytelling. And there are so many more to learn from. Those are just some of my favorites. If you want me to do a YouTube video talking about these books, leave a comment down below so that I can know that there's interest there, and I would love to review these books further for you. So these kind of books that you can pick up, it could be any sort of art book, inspirational story, or book of awesome reference. Books are wonderful tools for artists. Now we have the internet at our hands, but I feel like there's nothing like having a stack of books that you can pull from in your personal library, opening it up, laying it out, grabbing your tools of creation and getting to it. It's just so nice to have a tangible object in front of you. Number 4, learn to see things in shapes and forms. Now, we covered this a bit in studying, but an easy way to start being able to learn how to study is by training your eye to see things in forms and shapes and three-dimensional objects. That means like spheres and cylinders and cubes. The reason that learning forms is so important in art is because you are taking your creation, especially if you're an illustrator, out of a two-dimensional space into a three-dimensional space. And then you can begin to study things like lighting and drawing anatomy and understanding camera angles because you understand three-dimensional space and perspective and all of these different things. So that is one of my recommendations. Number 5, warm up before you create. This is so you can stretch your muscles and get your pencil or your hands, whatever your tool of choice is, to literally be dancing while you create. Because I find whenever I'm in the flow and I'm drawing on a piece of paper, my pencil is like dancing, like ice skating across the page, because the muscle memory is in my hand. It's going, it knows how to draw because I've studied the object of my desire, right? I've studied that muse, so I know how to draw like a bottle. And when I think bottle, I remember how to draw it. And warming up loosens these muscles. It's like stretching before you're running. It's getting into the flow state, you see, and preparing for that. And it's a really helpful tool to get some quick figure drawings in, or, you know, figure sculpting if you're into sculpting, whatever your method of creation is. It's a good way to do some quick studies before you get to work and get ready. Number 6, plan your artwork. Sketch thumbnails, gather your reference, play with your color palette. Have everything ready to go so you can get yourself set up for success when you start creating. That there's nothing gonna be blocking you creating art block because you've prepared everything, you've dotted the I's, you've crossed the T's, you gathered everything you need, and you're ready to go. Number 7, accept your bad creations. This is such a normal part of the process. Do not judge yourself on one bad creation. You are a creator. You're going to create so many different things that just focusing on one quote-unquote bad one, it's really blocking your potential to think that small-minded about it by focusing on one bad creation. Stretch your horizons, look at the grander perspective, and allow the process of creation to flow, because it's kind of a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. You gotta get through the bad creations to get to the good ones. Keep going. Number 8, try new art supplies. This helps if you are facing some sort of art block, feel uninspired, feel like things have become too methodical, predictable, and you need something new. So try a new medium. You never know what you could discover you love and how this is going to contribute to the greater vision of whatever it is you are meant to do, whatever it is you love to do. Number 9, try monthly challenges. There are so many monthly challenges out there for you to pick and choose from Inktober to Mermaid. Fill a whole sketchbook in 1 month to so many different things. You could even create one of your own if you wanted to. It's up to you to do. The possibilities are limitless, and these are like what I refer to as art boot camp. because you really are setting major high goals for yourself and pushing yourself to the limit for a short amount of time to track a bunch of different progress over a month and also have fun with it while you're doing it. Number 10, never stop learning. Even if you've found your style, even if you're at the top of your league, you always want to stay humble enough to be open to learning, because life is constantly evolving and changing, and you want to be evolving with the times as well. You have to die to the old self to give birth to the new self. Your art is meant to evolve, and so are you. Don't let it get too stagnant. Learn something new, learn a different medium, learn a different thing that can inform your skill set and grow and expand, because you are meant to evolve. That's it for this week's ARTlapse. Go ahead and leave any comments or questions in the comment section down below. And if you have any requests for future ARTlapses, I'd love to hear it and love to grow and continue this conversation together. Don't forget, the Magikats freebies are still available in celebration of the debut of Magikats, The Mystery of the Moss. So get a free Magikats bookmark and tassel or free Magikats enamel pin while supplies last until the 15th. Thank you for tuning in and stay magical.